Greetings, everybody. As I'm still trying to get my belongings from Blackers Court, it's been 2 years. Next month, August now, will make it 2 years since I was racially attacked. Not having access to my to that property, since they unlawfully changed the locks. Kirklees Council unlawfully changed the locks in last November, which means I couldn't get access to my property anymore. No, I couldn't, continue to stealthily go at midnight every now and again. Give the taxi company £30 to return to my mother's with a few belongings. Now, since another housing has supported me with the movie, I've done one part of the move. Another part is hopefully coming this following week. So hopefully I'll be able to empty out that property before having to go to court. I don't have to defend anything. So yeah, I've realised obviously that property is really mouldy. So I'm just going to show you the certain damage on my childhood drawings and artwork. So these go back to when I was like 14 to 16 years old. So these are over 30 years old. So yeah, a bit priceless. And you'll see some of the dates on there as well. I'm going to get some laminating sheets and laminate these and keep these protected. So that's fine. That's a Vega Street Fighter comic. The date is 92, March 92. Yeah, it's on the Oriental Heroes, I think, or Force of the Buddha's Palm. I had a lot of Japanese Asian comics, like the ones that you turn from right to left how you're supposed to read. Oopsie, there goes my camera. I had a Chinese and Vietnamese friend. He used to get bullied a lot for his eczema and farting, and now I realise he was probably allergic to something. And he used to give me a lot of stuff, so he used to give me a lot of magazines and shit, so comics. That's Akira. That's fine, that one. That looks fine. As you can see, he's 92. Akira. So, yeah. I took something out there's missing. That's fine. That's a biro one, going back to 91. You can barely see I strategically put the date in and my signature where I could, sort of like comic artists do. So that's the first step. 1991. Yeah. 1st of September 91. These are looking fine. There are some that are damaged. Street Fighter 92. E Honda with this flying head back. You can tell they're original Japanese comics because I'd actually copied the calligraphy out of it. Not that I'd know what it would say, but it's an old Street Fighter. Oh, that's empty. Another copying Street Fighter for Ryu. So yeah, I'd sort of have title cards as well. Terminator on there. Sinclair User. So there's a magazine back in the day. Sinclair User 91. It's a biro picture. It's becoming a bit of a showcase of my artwork, but this is 91. Turn his gun round and you'll see 28th of, what is that? 28th of August 91. It's like experiment with multimedia, different colour biros, the same, I'm gonna have to frame some of these, laminate most of them and frame some of these, like the ones like this I like to frame. That's biro, that one. The damage is coming up, and there are some damaged ones coming up. And that's from being under bed, that is. It's quite funny, I had all these pictures under... Oh, keep knocking my bloody tripod over. I think it must have been at my parents', at my mum's place before I became a dad. One of the springs at my mattress caused this. It's funny, it's the only one that got damaged. It's really crazy. It's like a dog. It's like a dog is bitten it, right? And it's a picture of the dog, and it was the only one that got damaged. I was quite spooked out by that. So that damage is not from that property. The damage we're looking for is mould. We're looking for the black spots. I'm not going to go into the it's not to show my artwork. So really, that see, it's got a sellotape mark on it. Otherwise, I'd frame that. It's a shame. Again, 19. That same day, I did 2 of those in the same day. The other biro one. You see how obsessive I was? That one's getting framed, most definitely. I've got a couple of frames there to use, so yeah, you see I'd like to frame this, but it starts to get damaged at the top there, but because it's mixed media, you can kind of get away with that. Because I've got pencil, different colour biro, and a few different colour pencil, you can get away with that. But the damage is coming up. You can see the date is 91 again. Yeah, the damage is... There's a little tiny bit there at the corner. It's nothing really. See, some of these are sleeved and some of these are. There's Terminator right there. Terminator again. Oh, they're fine. A little mattress damage it must have been from back in the day. I mean, to say they're 30 years old, they're not quite, it's not bad condition, eh? Here we go, Silver Surfer's damaged. You see the mould in here. See that right there? Not good. And then you can see the water damage because the paper's all corrugated like that. And you can see the biro started to bleed, like he started to blur out. I don't know if you can catch that on the camera, but the biro is starting to disperse. Like, it's like, it's like, you see, camera doesn't really show it properly, but did that for a joke as well. Not a joke, like competition. Me and my friend was like, what we can do in a night. I said, I'm going to beat you. I was just going to do the face and I didn't end up doing a whole lot. I ended up seeing me so quick, like, you know. But he was just, he's not an artist. He was just, you know, he was just being bravado, really. I can feel how the water, the moisture water is dark as, and you can see again the corrugation and that. Terminator's been damaged. The Terminator one here. It's rubbish really though, this one, because it's all out of proportion. I usually draw things out of proportion, get carried away and not realise I'm drawing things bigger than they should. You can see this arm is longer than this one. So I'd end up drawing things bigger. Starting on left, I'm left-handed, so and then I'd end up going and drawing. Anyway, damage all the way down the left there. Kira title card. Silver Surfer is surfing in the water because this is again corrugated here. Don't really value that much. I can recreate that. I mean, actually I can just draw over that, but I'd rather redo it, if anything, in darker Colossus. Very slight damage, but it's not. Yeah, you can see at the corner there as well. And again, the corrugation, you can see the paper. Wolverine. This, I could probably clean this up, but it, you know, I've got putty rubbers and stuff, and I might think about redrawing this. That's a really good one. I like that. You know, with the aquatic theme and is under the water. Again, it's 92. This one is okay, but it's just, I think it's, I'm not sure what, it's not looking like mould. It's just dark. You know, I might be able to clean it up, but again, the camera's not picking that up too well. Oh yeah, this is yeah, look at where the real damage is here. Look at this, man. This is terrible. I mean, it's a real faint drawing. I think this guy's name was Pluto or something like that. Oriental Heroes has got, I mean, I'm a Sagittarius, so I've got a thing for bow and arrows, man. So I drew this guy, but February 91. But as you can see, the whole page is just, you can just see the whole page is just screwed completely. And then you turn it over. I mean, you can see, look at that from the mounting, and that, look at that. You can just, yeah, you wake up and it's wet. Look at him, that's Akira sweating in bed, and look at this. It's just completely effed, that is. You can feel the how thin the paper is there. It's just kind of like biodegrading almost. The mold help it do that, right? Yeah, I've got to go through these and order these. Try and order these in date and put them in a folder. More damage. I forget this guy's name. Oh, Jupiter. There's a guy called Jupiter. That must have been Jupiter, the guy with the bow and arrow, I think. In a burst of power, Jupiter. Oh no, this guy's Jupiter. I beg your pardon. So yeah, I think some of these guys are named after planets. This guy's Jupiter. I think that guy with the bow and arrow was Pluto. Blows off his burning clothes. Yeah, so you can't blow off the mold there though. Look at all this blatant mold all up here, and even these dark brown bits here. Yeah, it's a shame, eh? It's a shame, but I've lost a lot of artwork in my life, so you get used to it after a while. Look at that. That's a real nice one as well. Been ruined completely. The whole quarter of that page down there is just fucking ruined, man. Oh, it's depressing, man. I tell you what. Right, let's just get those in here. I don't know what I'm gonna do with that. Yeah, so that was the main damage, as you can see. I've made lino out of this. Yeah, I think that was the main damage there. I mean, you know, in the bigger scheme of things, it's not that bad. But where the damage is bad, it's real bad, eh? That's him with the bow and arrow. Yeah, I really enjoyed doing this. 91. Okay, so here he is again. You see, I like this guy, innit? The bow and arrow, man. Has something about him. Something about him. He's got that high Archie look, but he's an archer. You know, the bald head with the whiffs at the side. But you can tell that face is all wrong, eh? His head's big. His face is a bit weird. But doesn't look like he's holding that pole properly either. But on his right hand. February, yeah, the early ones, man. February 91. Yeah, these are fine. Yeah, this one's getting framed. I have to frame this. And actually, I think I'll just frame this. Because it's kind of the same thing, but the multicolored one's much better. Anyway, that was evidence of mould on my 30-plus-year-old artwork. Ciao.